Well, the winners match, everybody. Group A, Meta Madness continues, of course, and we have the winners match in front of us. Team Hasu going up against Team Mene, and the winner of this series will take the first spot in the group, which means that they have a top seed heading into the final event, into the main event. Group stage is here to determine the seeding. Again, let's go quickly over this again. Meta Madness, special rules to push the players a bit out of their comfort zone. We have 13 heroes in this case for the group stage that are already globally banned. They are not allowed to be chosen at all in none of these games. That's Diablo, that's D.Va, that's Medivh, Cassia, Brightwing, Abathur, Johanna, Ana, Chromie, Imperius, Li Ming, Urel, and Tracer. And for the main event, we're going to have more banned out, but at least for the group stage, so a bit of a warm-up. Those 13 are banned just before any of this begins. And the important part is that every single hero that you see being picked in these best of 3 series cannot be played on another map. So all the 10 heroes that you see in game number 1, they're also not allowed to be played in game number 2. And so on and so forth. So it really just pushes people out of their comfort zone. Just from the beginning, also the quick side note, this is not really supposed to make this into a total clown fiesta. There will still be heroes picked that you've seen in a lot of games that are kind of meta, but it's compositions and also drafts that you haven't really seen to that extent before, and it really demands from the players to be more flexible with the heroes that they're playing. And, well, now we're heading in here. So we got, at this point, Stukov banned out. He was so far always an early pick. Hogger gets banned pretty much every single time, especially on Infernal Shrines. You would do rather well to ban him out. And Maiev gets also annihilated, since Ultralisk is pretty solid on that. The Tracer account that you see on the left side is, by the way, played by Nintori, one of the few NA players that we have in this. And there's the ban on Tigers. Alright. For me personally, Team Mene was a bit of a surprise. They're not playing with Mene. The captain is unfortunately unavailable. Initially, when we set the dates for the group stage matches, Mene did have time and was planning to play. But as it turned out, he had, on short notice, a call, and that forced him to abandon the group stage at least. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but again, real life is just trumping this easily. And therefore, for the group stage, they're playing with Camembert, who subbed in, and they won their first match. They took Team Kidney down, which was pretty respectable there too. So let's see what else they can do without their captain. And of course, Mene was watching the series, was super happy about the win, and is now hoping that they're able to take this one as well. Deathwing gets taken, alright, so that's something that we've seen from Tai before. In addition to that, we also see Ultralisk with Leo. And I mean, again, follow certain patterns here when we're talking about the heroes that are being taken right now, that we've seen in the previous games as well. But yeah, game number 1. What else? The Junkrat is actually a pick that was now denied multiple times on Infernal Shrines through bans, but here you are in a position where you can poke from the outside, and if there's a stun setup, you can always use also mobility. Deckard Cain! Alrighty, Malfurion and the Old Man both get confirmed here. Yeah. By the way, if you're a little bit confused at times why I'm just like looking from one screen to another the entire time, it's actually pretty simple. I'm at the same time that we're going over the draft here also making sure that I keep track of all the heroes that have been played and that are banned. The players are currently accessing an Excel sheet that I put down so that they can see which heroes are still available. As you can imagine, with this many heroes in Game 2 and Game 3 not being allowed anymore, it starts to get a bit complicated, so that's why I'm keeping track of everything. So hence, just, yeah, being a little bit distracted every now and then. But either way, Hanzo now gets banned out as well. Could have been a neat combo on the other side. The one thing, honestly, when we're talking about meta differences that I kind of miss a little bit when we're seeing Hanzo, is that I fully enjoy some of the meme strike setups that NA has gone for. Some of those are pretty cool and real fun to watch. Normally it's all about the arrow, and I love myself a good arrow play from Hanzo. But some of the meme strike setups that we've seen just recently were incredibly solid, and I like that, at least on CCL. But here we go. Now, as we're heading into our next double pick, I also want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Hightech. That's the second Meta Madness that they sponsor, and these guys are absolutely awesome. And guys, if you are watching this on YouTube right now, you can actually support events like this one super easily, just investing a little bit of time, not even with any monetary things. So I will drop a link to Hightech into the description of the video, and it would be very much appreciated if you would just check it out. It leads straight to their website. Have a look over there, and don't worry, you don't have to go on a quick buying spree or anything. If you're in the market for anything, of course, have a closer look. Outside of that, just getting the traffic over would be appreciated. They see that it's coming from this one and that the Heroes of the Storm community is appreciating their engagement in all of this. And it would be kind of nice if we would get that going, because it makes it more likely that in the future we can have more events like this one with high tech. I'm definitely going to talk with them about next year, about 2021, and it would be kind of cool to be able to back this up, you know. So if you're watching it on YouTube, again, give the video a like. If you haven't subbed to the channel, do that too, but make sure that you click that link if you do nothing else. And that leads us to the last pick here, Infernal Shrines, and it is Malfurion. Alright, the old geezer with the green beard, already getting a little bit mossy over there. That brings us straight into game number 1, Infernal Shrines, ladies and gentlemen. The opening map in the best of 3 series between Team Mene and Team Hasu, the winners match in this Group A. So, let's go and see which team can take the lead here. Game number 1, Team Hasu against Team Mene. We are on Infernal Shrines, everybody. On the left side of the map, the blue team with HasuObs on Deathwing. Yeah. Vakult on Varian. We got Death Knight on Malfurion, Ultralisk on Greymane, and Nintori is playing Leo. To the right side of the map, the red team, Team Mene, with Banana H on Deckard Cain. We got Sven on Malthael, Azerite on Orphea, Camembert on Blaze, and Nano is playing Junkwit now, first game of the series. Alright, time to party and let's go. Let's see what we're gonna get in this one. Now, of course, the entire setup is already hinging on Varian. I mean, it's pretty much what we're seeing here, right? Varian is going to try and get the taunt in, Malfurion follows up with the root, and then you have Greymane jumping on the target, and Deathwing, if he's present in that situation, is going to try and go for the full-on barbecue. Fealty onto Death is here, and they are starting to reposition a bit. They want the rotation, but nobody is moving in, and Sven is realizing what's happening. Oh god, I love this. Sven is just playing it super, super safe. If he does take a direct path, he's dead. So he takes the safest path possible to go to the top lane, and therefore all the time waiting for Team Hasu did not accomplish anything. I like it. So yeah, well done. Those are obviously, honestly, this is one of those typical plays, you show it, and everybody that watches this is like, duh, of course, dude, like, what are you talking about? This is not a good play, this is normal. And yeah, because nothing happened. But how many plays have we seen in the past where a trap like that works like a charm, you get the early kill, and then you can push the top lane? We see that all the time, so seeing them playing it so safe, I can totally appreciate that. It's the small things that really add up over time. And yes, it might not be the most crazy looking thing, but it matters. What also matters is this here. That's a kill already as Coffin Girl comes in and just slams it out against Team Hasu. And Team Mene is bullying. What the hell? They just took down Team Kidney and all of a sudden they're doing work here. Now they lost the camp, but hell, they got a kill. Yeah, they got a kill, but they lose the camp, so I mean, it's out there, right? Okay, so what else can we get? We have, for now, the 6 stacks on the new habits. And towards the mid lane, that's where still Leo is going for his level 4. The Leo Peasants. The extra damage. Also, we got them with the deep roots over here. Makes it a little bit easier to lock the target down. Taunt is now ready, so this is where the combo can start. And, oops, my bad, talking about starting combos. Yep, that's where the combo started, and that's where the combo got the first kill, and that's where I kind of failed a little bit. Sorry for that, boys. Again, casting, observing, and taking care of the organization at the same time is sometimes a little bit stressful, so yeah, shouldn't have happened, so apologies. That was definitely a little bit of an F moment for myself. Either way, we're going to keep our eye on Backhold, riding the pleb horse to potential victory. Camembert gets a little bit of damage, but not really too much. Now the Coffin Girl is coming in from the bottom, she can help him out too. First objective is of course now announced, which means you're going to go for your Shaman camp, and there's the first one already up at the top lane. And doing for the rest, here comes the lockdown, and oh, Camembert gets out. Close call though. Very close call. Close call also for Greymane. So, yep, now that we have both teams on level 4, closing in on level 7, that's where the real party starts. The lead on the objective has been taken by HasuObs. They're moving in for a bit more damage here. So, can they lock someone else down now that we have the taunt up? They're trying. Azurite, they go for her, and they lock Orphea down without any problem whatsoever here. Easy kill, the barbecue play, and they're going for Sven now as well, and he's gonna be dropped too, isn't he? Yep, Sven, he's trying to escape, but he got locked down harder than California at this point. Malfurion is dead, Malthael is down, we got 3 kills to 2, objective is claimed by the blue team. Yeah, they are doing really well here. First one taken, and that's of course the chance to push straight through the middle. Raymond isn't even with them anymore. Ultralisk is at the top trying to get the experience for them, push the lane back. If he could attack the structures, that would be kind of neat for him too, but here we have it. That's by now, well, looking at level 10 as the next talent. We have in terms of level 7 the Massacre coming in. The wall even surviving. They didn't have any damage there. That's actually a bit of a problem. First objective did pretty much do nothing. And over here, hello, Deathwing and Malthael both looking for the kill, but Ultralisk survives. Barely. Barely. But he makes it. Yeah. And he kills Malthael. Okay. Yeah. Deathwing helping out Draymond a little bit, and then they go for the kill, and they drop Malthael. The aspect of death got deaded, and well, that's that. So right now, we currently have the bot lane getting attacked too. Let's see what they can do here. And I gotta give a shout out, by the way, again also to Leo here. Tracer, again, this is Nintori, this is the NA player. He did really well in the first series, and I want to see if he can follow up with the same value in tombs that he had in the first best of 3 today. For now at least, Team Hasu is doing quite well. The kill against Malthael helped them at the top lane to control this a bit further. And now of course an opportunity to maybe even get the early level 10. They come in with another taunt. Nicely done. It's a barbecue, baby. And Orphea goes nearly down here. But they are still able to save her. But you can already tell how especially the choice on Malfurion's level 4 is impacting these plays. It makes it so much harder for the target to get away. And they're not rocking a cleanse on the other side. So that's a real problem too. Now top side, that's why we still have Leo doing his thing. The level 10s are now ready, so that might allow them to drop an Entomb here. They could try to make that play in the mid lane, but yeah, they really need for Leo to set it up, and he's not here. He's still at the top. The gap is small. It's really a small gap. It's not really a big one or anything. So a follow-up would be neat, but I think it's a little bit unlikely. Either way, they have a lot of tools that can really help with these quick kills. And again, that's what the comp is supposed to do, right? You want to have the lockdown, you want to drop the Twilight Beam, for example, the bullet. So it's all about setting this up and getting the kills. But in this case, at least, we have Leo falling instead. Junkrat always nice to use the displacement. They got the level 10 abilities, which now gives us also last rights for Malthael. With a bit of cooldown reduction, he could become a total menace towards the later stages of the game and drop multiple ults during a single team fight. Riptire for Junkrat, and 4 kills to 3. Next objective should be announced in just a few seconds. And then we're gonna see what exactly they're gonna get at the bot lane, because it's still fairly even. I mean, there's a bit of damage done at some of the walls, and the mid lane, of course, has suffered through the initial push. The fort has been taking some damage too, but overall, it's still incredibly even here. The problem is that Sven is now gonna die. And that timing... Okay. Alright, so much for that. Yeah, Sven is not going to die. No, he's juking them out. That's what he's doing. And there's no lockdown, there's no laying down the lawn by Malfurion that would allow them to maybe get the kill. So that triple gang just got juked out very quickly. Good job by him. Well done. Sometimes it's not really the kills that are the highlights, but in this case it's just the escape. Malthael saying, you know what, boys, not on my watch. Easy, easy. I juke these all day, boys. No problem. Now, the position has been taken by Team Hasu again, though, so they are a bit quicker on the objective and starting to lock those in. They go for Sven again, but here comes Camembert from the side, jumping in with a quick jet propulsion and getting a few stuns out. Nice move over here with the Entomb, but it's not good enough, I think, and Nintori might actually die for it. He makes it out, but it was still kind of close, and Team Mene is taking over again. It's kind of incredible. It's really funny to me, because this team came into this and said, well, without Mene, I don't know if we can win anything. Here comes the kill. They get the last right kills against Greymane. It's insane. They win the objective too. Guys, this is bonkers. Like, seriously, this team has been talking a lot about how they think, well, now that Mene isn't here, we're missing our captain. I don't actually think we can do anything. They expected to lose the first series, and they didn't really expect even to play again on the first day. After game number 1 was over, they messaged and they said like, dude, we didn't really expect to win this. So now that we won the first series, do we have to play again today? Do we play tomorrow? Like, what's going on here? We don't even know. And now they're all of a sudden ahead against Hasu's team too. This is kind of nuts. This is actually kind of crazy. So, really interesting to see that happen here. But they are playing well. I guess there was no pressure on them, and they came into this and just said like, well, we're just gonna do our thing and let's see what happens. And sometimes that's just the mindset that gives you the best results. That reminds me really about how, especially Fnatic, for example, in the times of HGC performed at BlizzCon. They did incredibly well and even took Koreans down, and a lot of this just simply happened because they expected to lose. They came in, there was no pressure, and they just played. They just played, they had fun and did their thing, and because there wasn't any pressure, there weren't any nerves, all of a sudden they could unleash their full potential, and it seems a little bit like the same thing is happening for Team Mene over here. They're doing incredibly well. It's impressive. So now, again, this game is obviously it's not over. They're not even heavily ahead, and they're losing one of their heroes now. I'm just trying to say that I'm impressed by how well they play. They might still lose this without even winning a map. But it's kind of cool to see that they are giving Team Hasu at least a run for their money. Now, the killer comp that we are just seeing is, of course, successful in this case, and Malfurion is down, and that might be a second kill. The unstoppable frames, thanks to the new habits, save Come On Bear. And Azurite was coming in at the side, pushing them back now too. But the bottom fort is gone. By now we have the camp pushing in. Junkrat is playing it a bit safe up at the top. Whereas we have Team Hasu just waiting for one kill after another. They're looking for opportunities here. They want to come in with the taunt, doing his thing. Drop one target after another. Here we go again. Can they take Nano? Yes, they can. Nice, good job. Well done. Maybe another one. They follow up with Orphea. Azurite. Yeah, he goes down too. Ultralist survives, and they're not stopping here, are they? No, they go for Banana H now. Great plays. Deathwing? No way. Hasu escapes. Ultralisk is alive. This is crazy. Both of them are surviving here, making it close. Neat. Deathwing is still trying to push Banana H or help out here. Sorry, not push. But yeah. Well done. Okay, so this is fun. Now, Hasu and his boys, they came into this as the favorite, let's be honest about it. And they are filling that role now, they're fulfilling that. But still, they have to fight for this. And I think they also expected that this would be a little bit easier, so there's definitely some adjustments happening on the side of the blue team. But it's kind of cool. 28,000 damage now for Orphea. Next shrine is popping up. 16 should be ready by the time that it spawns, because Sven is taking the top wave. Orphea is also waiting for the next one to come in at the bottom, but slowly and steadily HasuObs and his team are starting to take the structures down here. 16 talents are in, and this one is going to be a big one. There's a little bit of a crossroads here, I'd say, for Team Hasu. If they are able to win this one as well and take that fort down in the middle, then they have a very, very good shot of pushing this further and maybe even snowballing a bit. But time will tell. So far, Orphea is the one having the damage. 7 kills to 4. The outside poke from Nano, of course, on Junkrat is doing work. Only 1 stack for Malfurion right now. They're hoping for more. The taunt. And again, it's the unstoppable frames through the new habits that allow him to stay alive here. Malfurion barely making it out. Yeah, that one got clutch. Hasu is also losing a lot of HP here, but Malfurion isn't anywhere close that he can drop the last rights if they are able to drop him to the point where it could be a kill. So now they are looking for Deathwing. They're looking for that front line. 29 stacks against 16. The blue team is just taking the big lead. And there we go. Kill is in, and that's a double kill, isn't it? Yes, they get Varian. Varian is down as well. Riptide against Death Knight. They're trying to take Malfurion down, and the kill against Malthael is there instead. Arcane Punisher gets locked in by Team Hasu, but the old man stay a while and get murdered. They go for Death Knight. They try to take him, and they get the kill. That's 3 down. Greymane has to retreat. Nano healed, and Hasu cannot secure another kill for them. Arcane Punisher, on the other hand, is pushing the middle, and at the top, there's a big push coming out through with the Shaman camp. 8 kills to 7! Yeah, 8 kills to 7. The 16 talents. Mithril Mace is at 44 stacks. What a setup again. Alright, top side is here. Yeah, come on, Bear. Boosts out quickly. And of course, as you can see in the middle, this fort, it might not fall, but it's up for grabs. And the top fort has been eliminated. So despite the fact that they lost multiple heroes in that last encounter, the blue team still got an advantage out of all of this. Are they having experience? No. Kill difference is also not that huge, but at least in structures they have taken a significant lead over the red team, which will matter if they can continue at that pace. But they gotta be careful in these fights. I mean, you just saw how 2 of the frontliners got immediately murdered. Was also a good ult for Malfurion, which now gave him another stack, so that's a 10-second cooldown reduction on this. Nintori comes in and is helping the team to secure the opponent's camp. So there's that. And here we go. There's the setup, there's the taunt, there's the root on the ground. They want the kill. Yeah, but oh, they might now get it. They might get it. He bunkers on the other side. He bunkers on the other side. Malfurion dies, but he gets the kill against Varian. The problem is that everybody else on the red team is so low that they should be able to get a few more kills. But they don't. There's a fort at the bot lane that they can use as a bit of a path to retreat to. But 3 kills on Malfurion, that is 15 seconds on the cooldown reduction. That's really going to be impactful. If he can stack a bit more as the game continues, there's a good chance that he is going to have some really solid numbers in the late game. And can impact those team fights heavily. They're both also getting closer to level 20. Mid lane is now getting pressured. Damn, they're diving deep for this. Ritualist gets already pinged. Like, dude, fall back, fall back. They're going to come from the middle. Gotta be careful here. 76 stacks for Nintori on his Mithril Mace. And they're all waiting for the level 20 talent. Buried alive, baby! Yeah, that's what we're waiting for now. That's gonna be the big one. And then it's all gonna come down to Nintori and his engages. Which honestly should be easy. Once that you have a taunt on Varian available and Malfurion, you should be able to follow that up with good Entomb. And Buried Alive can be then part of the finishing combo whenever you got the additional damage in. Okay, so with this, what do we have? Level 20 is nearly there. And there it is on the other side now as well. Camps are being taken, of course. In this case, we got the Astral Communion in. The Vigilance is ready. Buried Alive. Big upgrades. Big upgrades for them. Now, that doesn't mean that the level 20 talents for Team Mene are completely irrelevant. Obviously, they're not. But still, just as a comparison, there's a lot of Playmaker ults now for Team Hasu that allow them for additional control in CC. And now that the next objective spawns at the top, the question is how you're going to handle that. Top lane would be insane. If Hasu gets it with his boys, they would go for keep. So that lane is quite important right now for them, especially since they have an advantage through the fountain that they still hold on the top lane. So that's actually a big deal. And yeah, with 9 kills to 8, everybody is still looking for the opening here. Alright, let's go. Early position taken by the blue team. Red team is going to try and be aggressive around it. Poke them low. Try to set up Malfurion. Get the kill. But they're losing out on points quickly. 15-0. Not a good position to be in. Yeah, they need to move on to the point or they're going to lose out on the Punisher. They're trying to get the kill instead, but thanks to the inevitable end, they get away here. Back hold. Alright. He plays around the protected. There's the Buried Alive. Come on, Bear. The kill against Malfurion, and Nintori is dead too. The double kill. Holy hell. Team Mene. 2 kills. They get 2 kills. They stay alive. And this is their Punisher. 10 kills to 9. And I love how especially Malfurion always plays around the opponent's cooldowns. So many times you really saw Varian pretty much like baiting it, being low, but he knows fully well that he still has a shield available, so he doesn't go for it. And now the blue team moving to the other side of the map, trying to get those camps so that they get some counter pressure on the map. Maybe even some value out of this. But of course the top lane is now in trouble. That forward will be given up without even fighting for it. Good decision here. Still, someone needs to deal with that mid lane, needs to deal with that bot lane. Nano is the one to move in for it. But there we go. So here we have it. In the meantime, Malfurion is acting like he's not gonna pick it ever. No one can stop death. We all know that the chances of him not picking it are pretty much slim to none. I would be shocked if he didn't. So, yeah, most Malfurion players picked it late when they die, but still. Yeah, there's a self-cleanse, okay. Can they take this thing? I don't really think so. No, they gotta fall back sooner than that. Still trying to do a bit of damage, but they can't get the keep. That wasn't as impactful as I thought they could make it. Now, if they didn't really plan this, they might have... well, maybe they should have rotated into the middle a little bit quicker. Try to see if they can take the fort there down too. So, yeah. Now they have to move across down to the bottom of the map. In 19 minutes into this game now. Damage output, 57,000 for the two top damage dealers, which in this case is Deathwing and or Fear. Yeah, plus in addition to that, Junkrat is of course not chipping on the damage either. 46,000 for him. And Greymane is pushing the top lane out. Have to play this slow now. Yeah, they would love to get Hasu. Yeah, look at that poke from Sven. Now he gets attacked. Inevitable end. There we go. They're trying to go for the kill against Leo. He dropped the Buried Alive. Bunker is out. Maybe the chance to drop back ult. Nah, not quite. But they got close. Again, once that he's done with his parry, he can be dropped by the last rites. And then fourth stack would mean 20-second cooldown reduction. And that starts to hurt a lot. That cooldown reduction in the late game, as I said, if you get enough stacks together, you can use 2 in a team fight. They're poking. They're really trying to now. Team Hasu, they're looking for the lockdown. They get it, and Malfurion is dead. Snappy kill. Really snappy kill. I like it. Quick call, made the move, gets the stun. Inevitable end was on cooldown. And bam! Comes in. Greymane drops the target. And now it's a 5 versus 4. And that gives you freedom on the map. That gives you the freedom to split Greymane down to the bottom of the map while still being aggressive. Well, I'm really thinking about if they can invade this, but I don't really think so. There's too many choke points here. Deckard Cain alone could absolutely crush them if he lands a good ult. So you don't want to give them the opportunity for that. But again, we have the camp taken for both teams. Next objective spawns in the middle of the map. And here we go. Malfurion is obviously back to business now. Dropped his no one can stop death. And with that, we have him back in the game right away. Didn't even have to wait it out. Another reason why they didn't go for the top right camp. Yeah, but they at least can steal this one away now. It's all about lane control here. It's all about controlling the lanes and of course waiting for the objective. And this shrine... well, if the blue team takes it, it's easily a keep. If not, then we'll see. But yeah, so we'll actually see how it's going to work out. And, well, Ultralisk is already jumping back and taking it here. Yeah. Moves around on the left side. Still looking for an engage. Was just waiting for Leo to try and drop the Entomb here, but he didn't. Now, the problem is that, of course, now, inevitably, the no one can stop death should still be in cooldown. I mean, again, it's always funny when a Malfurion player doesn't pick the talent. We all know what you're gonna do. I can't even remember the last time that a Malfurion player didn't do it and then used it right away. So yeah, I don't know. But either way, now that we're starting with the fight, it's 21 stacks to 9. We still need to go for the team fight here. There it is. Nice setup, and they get the kill against Malfurion for the second time. The fortified bunker was just not enough. They turn it against Varian though, and he is dead too. Varian is down, Malfurion is down, the fight continues. They make a play for Malfurion, and great play by Nano. Able to drop the target. HasuObs is low, but is flying out. This battle isn't over. 35 stacks to 25. It seems like the blue team can lock it in again, but they lose Leo, and they're getting completely zoned out. They only miss one. Only one minion! But they're gonna lose Hasu for it as well. They take the Punisher, but they lose Hasu, and only Greymane is still alive, and the bot lane is pressuring. They should be able to move down to the bottom of the map now. That's exactly where they're headed. Azerite is moving straight through the fort, by the way. They want that keep, and they're gonna get that keep. But the Punisher in the middle takes down the fort and goes for the keep now too. Can they go for game? I don't think so. Are they gonna try? They might. 3 heroes? That's not enough. I don't think so. They're actually... No, Varian is back. Guys, you can't make that happen. There is no freaking way. What? What a call. No, this is never gonna work. It can't work. Can it work? They go for Leo. They go for Leo. Oh, and they get the kill. No way. How? How? 2 are down. All they do was to play a little bit safe, a little bit slow, and Hasu and his team, they went for it too early. They lose Leo, they lose Malfurion. Blaze is down, the core down to 50. How is this even possible? What the hell? Team Mene, they go for core and 4%? No way, 3%! Oh, and the core dies on the right side. Unfucking-believable. What a finish. What a finish as the blue team wins game 1.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Okay, everybody. Well, here we go. Crazy end on the last map. Honestly, that was insane. Definitely, I mean, it was winnable. I didn't believe it when they made the move initially, but then we had a few mistakes also made by Hasu's team as Leo and Malfurion went down when they shouldn't really. So all of a sudden you have a chance to win the game here, but Team Mene kind of messed up a little bit as well. But obviously that was one of those situations that you don't encounter every day. That's actually an interesting one because this would have been interesting with Mene in the team or like even in voice only. Having him shot calling that would have been very interesting because he, from all the players there, definitely has the most experience. I mean, pretty much nobody on the red team side has ever played an HGC, so there's that. But now that we're heading into our next map, into Towers of Doom, this is actually an opportunity for Team Hasu to close this out with a 2-0 victory and secure the first seed in the group. Now, Stukov gets banned again, so does Maiev, but we are in Towers of Doom, and, well, that is really a map that the blue team loves to play. So, we'll see what they're gonna do here, but it will be interesting if they can make a 2-0 happen or not. Hogger gets banned again. And that brings us to the last ban, at least for now. Now, of course, all the heroes that you've seen in game number 1 are now banned. Can't be played anymore. So we'll see different heroes no matter what happens here. And off to our first pick on Towers of Doom. And yeah, they gotta keep track now what's happening. So let's see what they can actually pull off this time. I'm so impressed by this team. They lost the map, granted, but the finish alone, the way that they pressured Hasu's team, very impressive. And I mean, again, they themselves didn't believe it either. They were sitting there like, we didn't expect to win the first match, so what are we going to do now? Do we have another match today? And it was like, yeah, indeed you do, guys. So that's where we are, the winner's match. Towers of Doom, if they can bring it back here, that would be kind of nuts. But yeah, it was of course a rough loss on the last map too. That Punisher, that race, I mean, damn. Okay, ETC. The light abandons Snowman. Especially in wintertime, it's always sad that Uther is abandoning Snowman all over the place. Maybe it's just in favor of snow women. I don't know. But either way, Uther is being picked, so we have the Holy Cow. Mosh Pit plus Divine Shield is an option. Unless they go for the big boy stun. I mean, technically speaking, we could also see some kind of like double support again. I don't really think so, but... Anduin and a Nuburak. Okay. So, very aggressive again. Anduin and a Nuburak in. I mean, first of all, that allows a light bomb play with Anduin. And on top of that, you're also in a situation where you can always like, pull a Nuburak back if he's in trouble. So he can be more aggressive. He can engage a little bit harder and try to go for that. But yeah, kind of cool to see that. Together with Sylvanas too. I mean, there's some push potential that they have as well. And Cocoon, of course. You can use the Cocoon too. There's a lot of shutdowns against ETC in particular. And always these Vikings bans. Every single time they're banning it against Mene's team. We saw that with Kidney. Yeah, if you have some players that play Vikings as their preference pick and show that a lot in Storm League and other circumstances, then of course you are going to see that happen. It's a little bit unfortunate for us because I would absolutely love to see a Vikings game. But yeah. Also, Abathar. I would love to see Abathar, but Abathar is banned. Abathar is one of the heroes that always gets banned in Meta Madness before the tournament even starts. And I don't understand why. I can totally get that players are a little bit annoyed playing against or with Abathur, but watching it, why would you ban the Slug? Why would you ban the Slap? I don't get it. Every time. We need to put in some safe options that I can come in and say, like, this hero cannot be banned. And Abathur would probably be one of the first ones that I would save. Just because we can slug it out a little bit more. Anyways, Rexa! Alright, so Rexa and it's Hammer time. It kind of surprises me that the Sergeant wasn't banned out. Sergeant Hammer has been played by Hasu's team in the last series already. We all know that Hasu loves to play Sergeant Hammer, and they got a super strong comp now. They got Misha and Rexa to save the Hammer, they got ETC there. It's tough. I mean, you can engage with the Nubarak, but again, Siege Tactics alone on level 4 is going to make it difficult to get value. Okay, Gul'dan is in again. And Urel is banned. She can't be picked, but I think they know that too, so they're going to give them an update on that, I suppose. They just have to inform them in chat. I don't think they're going to cancel the draft for it. Okay, we got a little bit chaos as we headed into this one, guys. Like, that was one draft. Like, I'll explain really quickly what actually happened there. And yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna introduce the players first. So we are on game number 2, obviously. Towers of Doom, and on the left side, Bakul on ETC, Death Knight on Uther, Ultralisk on the last pick, Kira. We got Tori on Rexa, and HasuObs is playing Hammer. Whereas on the right side of the map, Team Mene with Banana H on Anduin, Sven on Sonya, Nano on Gul'dan, Camembert on Nubarak, and Azerite on Sylvanas. So it got a bit crazy, because first of all I looked at this and I said, like, alright, they mispicked, they accidentally picked Urel, Urel is banned, they're just gonna let them know in chat what the real pick is, and then we're gonna continue from there. Easy, right? And it's pretty much what happened. So he accidentally picked Urel, he wanted to pick Sonya, they announced it in the team chat, everything was fine, no problem. But then it all of a sudden turns out that the blue team doesn't have Rexa on this account. So they say, like, guys, we have to redraft everything, we don't have a hero. We have to redraft. Well, first of all, that Rexa actually has a bit of an impact because they go for Sven and they get the kill. Nice. So then it was the Kira last pick, the Rexa, we don't have him. And then just as we're about to redraft this, all of a sudden the player comes in and says, like, boys, we're good, I just bought the hero. So apparently he had enough gold left, bought the hero, and that was that. But it got crazy for a second. And then we had also some lobby bugs that happened, and we created the lobby 2 or 3 times. I mean, it got bonkers. At the end of the day, what's important for you is it was a misclick on Urel. They wanted to pick Sonya. They informed the other team immediately. It was all good. And the last pick was Kira. That's pretty much it. At the end of the day, that's what happened. We went there with a bit of a detour, I'd say, but we got there eventually. Now, with 2 kills against 0 as the game starts, it already is a bit of yeah, good opening here for Team Hasu. Keep in mind, the winner of this best of 3 series will secure the #1 spot in the group. The loser will have to play again against the winner of the losers match. And then the group will be completed. And of course, there's a second group too. Group B has Team Dino, Team Nick, Team Lauber, and Team Masquerade in it. Some really solid players there as well. The main event, as I kept saying, is happening just after Christmas, on Saturday and Sunday after Christmas, as we are now going for an invade on the Pumpkin Camp, which doesn't really work out here. Same build, by the way, that we've seen previously, so we got the Pursuit of Flame in. And honestly, that build murdered the last time they played this. It absolutely murdered. I don't know if they can pull the same stuff off again, especially since they're up against Hasu's Hammer now. And yep, Hammer is already giving them a bit of a hard time here. Getting 1 hit in after another, 2 kills to 0. The pressure through the bot lane now. Camps are still about to be taken at the top side, I suppose. But down here, Nano in trouble. Ultralisk, they turn it, and they take Kira down. Back to Wakanda, baby. Yep, Kira needs to go back and let herself re-equip with a bit new tech, because whatever she is yielding in that fight did not work out for her. We got 2 kills to 1. Top side, Sven is still soloing the lane, but now they are looking for a kill against Backbolt, which he can't quite get. And down at the bottom of the map now, HasuObs and Death Knight still holding on to the wall as much as possible. Obviously, it's a triple order phase now, and they're trying to zone out the middle one already. Top left, top right, as you can see in the minimap, the usual exchange is happening between the teams. Azerite, careful, hello. Alright, they turn it on Hasu. Hasu, Did he overstep? Maybe, but they can turn it. It's the back and forth. Banana H is low. And in we go. Nice. Hasu and Death Knight, they make it out. Skin of their teeth. Fight is still happening here. And Ultralisk is zoning out Sonya. So that is another altar that they got. Nicely done. Yeah, 3 of them have to Hearthstone back, so they're going to lose some of the structures. Hello, there might be a bit more damage done here too, because both of those guys did not go back. Oh, the momentum! Nice! 7 talent is in for the red team. Ultralisk is a little bit low as well, but they're still holding on to the bell tower. I gotta admit that this entire setup that they have, especially with the build that they're running on Sonya, is kind of... not Sonya. On Gul'dan is kind of scary, because there's so much pressure that they can execute on the lanes, and taking down structures plus the wave clear alone, it's kind of bonkers how much of an impact Gul'dan has this early in the game. I mean, 28,000 siege damage already for him. Not being the side laner is kind of... It's sick. So they are breaking through that bottom wall with ease, especially since they have Sylvanas to enhance these pushes even further. So that is huge. And right now we got the push coming in. Well, they're checking out what's happening in the bush here, and both of the tanks are facing off against each other in that situation. But now Kira coming in, looking obviously for a bit more damage after she just took the camp. Ultralisk is sitting there. They go for a swing. Swing to win, baby. But can't take Camembert down. Not even close, but... So, here comes the next objective. Nintori is a bit low in his Rexa. Now that level 7 is in, that's good for Hasu. He has the mobility that he needs. And, well, that's what he goes for. A bit more mobility here, trying to zone them out further. Could take position in the altar in a moment too. Sitting at a 5-second cooldown right now, but once that Hasu is in position for this, it's going to be very, very tricky to push in against him. And they know that, of course, as well. Now, if Anubara can make the move, then that's nice, but at the same time, there's a siege tactics on the other side that helps as well. Banana H, yeah, he's going to be the one that has to really make sure that he's always pulling Anubara out when he has to. But in this case, the borrow charge was still available, and he used it just a moment later. So now we have it again, pushing them out even further. Bot lane gets pressured. They're getting zoned away from the bot lane as well. So that could, theoretically, they could at some point try to collapse down to the bottom of the map and take the bell tower. And they take already the second altar. 32 to 32. Actually, first altar in this one. 32 to 32. It's Hasu's map. I mean, Team Hasu always goes for this map. This is their favorite one. And they are really, really strong on this one. But right now, Team Mene is just showing that they are definitely a force to be reckoned with in this group. Which a lot of people didn't think heading into it. But they are doing work. Yeah, and now we got them. Straight with the mid push. Still some position at the bottom of the map. Full on Carapace build for Camembert, by the way. And there's the level 10 abilities now. That gives us the Breath of the Berserker. We got the Cocoon in. And, yep, Horrify. No surprises. No surprises at all. Anduin, I guess, has a choice. He could bubble it up, or he could just go for the Light Bomb and allow Anubarak to dive in with it. There's the Mosh Pit, and it's the Holy Cow. Mosh Pit and Divine Shield. The combo is going to be strong. But there's the move straight in the middle. Sven, careful. Okay, ETC gets Cocoon. They're trying to set him up here. They try to go for the kill. Bakul as he slides out. Saves the day at least for now for them. Losing a hero at this point when the altar just gets announced, and also Sylvanas on the other side would have been painful. But okay. So let's go. Yeah, they have 5 versus 5 at the bottom of the map now. Single altar again. BFG is in, of course, too. BFG and Last Strike. There's the Light Bomb. Mosh Pit. It's a party, baby. The Divine Cow. But he gets interrupted just at the end of the Divine Shield. They get a kill. Sylvanas wants them, but oh my god, the lockdown! And now they're getting murdered. Absolutely crushed here. What a fight. 4 kills to 1. Check this baby out. Check that puppy out. Sylvanas diving in deep. She could have gotten the kills, but they reacted immediately. Locked her down with multiple stuns, and that's an easy altar taken. And momentum in the hands of the blue team. Yeah, they go to the top, they go to the mid lane. Kira is already busy on the next camp here, but oh boy, that was a brutal fight. 3-2-3 moment. I guess we all know why that is. I suppose that we're gonna have another quick problem here with our boy Ultralisk, and yes, he disconnected. Ultralisk's internet is honestly, it's amazing to me. It's really, really amazing. Talking about an amazing internet. Has anybody of you bad boys already had 5G? I got a new phone that has 5G capability, and I had 5G 2 days ago for the first time, and I was like, ha, look at that. That's kind of interesting. I got 5G. Let's do a speed test. That thing has 300 down and 30 up. That's better than the internet connection that my house had in Germany 2 years ago. What the hell? Kinda crazy. That's what Ultralisk needs. Honestly, just get yourself 5G, baby, and play on that. Way better than whatever you call an internet connection there. Then again, the internet is still pretty new for Germany, as ANG keeps telling us, so there's that. Maybe they don't have 5G yet. Okay. And also, I think 5G causes the Earth to be flat or something, so yeah, there's that. Is that actually true? Alright. I had to ask, sorry. Okay, 6 kills to 2. Ultralisk is back. Good news for us, because the game continues, and let's go, party time. Can they drop that bot lane? It's hammer time, baby. Hasu, he is getting the damage in, and his 16 talent is of course going to be brutal for all the frontliners. Having the giant killer on Sergeant Hammer is just absolutely nuts. Either way, 13 to 13, the talents are in, and that's where the synergy starts to Yep, that's why you don't face check bushes, baby. I heard there's a good Dehaka video out about it. So, yep. That's the annihilation of a noob. I gotta admit though, it was really well done too, because they had to lock him down completely and they staggered all of these stuns perfectly. So they get the kill, but that is this game spiraling out a little bit. Just a little bit. Channel on the top left, channel on the top right. That's the norm, but the camp gets taken away down here. That's the bigger problem. So, yeah. Here's the chance to maybe finally take that bell tower and convert it, especially with Hasu getting closer and closer to his level 16 and also having the chance to just siege up properly. Nubarak, if he dives in, again, they can still go for the stuns. Yeah, HasuObs, he has a couple of things that he can toy around with, and the unstoppable frames on his level 4 are great, but that doesn't last forever, so you can always outplay that a bit. Alright, at the same time, 32,000 for Gul'dan. That build is crushing. Honestly, that build is doing so well for him. I can totally understand why he went now for it for the second time. Yeah, bot lane setup is still there. Top lane, still the exchange. Very close, honestly, when you're looking at the core points. 28 to 24. It's not like we have a big lead or anything for Hasu's team, but it feels the entire time like they are the ones in the driver's seat. They are setting up traps that are working out. They are setting up little ganks. They are also pushing the bot lane. They're sieging up slowly. And it feels like Team Mene is reacting most of the time. They had some cool moments around the first objective, but outside of that, they are just not really getting into that flow that we've seen in game number 2 at some point. So, yeah, ETC, another slide, and another kill. Last strike, final strike setup. They're looking for more, they can't get it. Even a defensive light bomb being used. But of course, that kill is just, again, perfect timing. Altars activating in 15 seconds. Sylvana's down for 24. Level 16 is ready. There's the giant killer now for them. Benediction is into. They are just doing so well, and they should be able to take a lead here. Now, comeback is always possible on this map, but it's going to be harder and harder and harder if this continues. Right now, we got the top left, top right. Yep, there's the channel already from Sven. Misha is not really helping out just yet. Ultra doesn't want to interrupt. They take this one. They want to go for a triple altar phase. They get the shots fired here. Kira can interrupt even further. They have Death Knight at the bottom doing his thing. And now they invade the top right too as they're going for Sven again. Another set of shots gets fired. 2 versus 2 setup at the top. And Sven is just sitting there. And the longer they are here, the more of a problem the bot lane is going to become for them. Because Hasu and his team are pushing in again for another little victory. They finally channel the ult at the top right and they get 4 shots. But 16 is doing work. Both teams have it now finally, which also gives us the Rampant Hellfire and Epicenter. Oh, excuse me, wrong pronunciation. Epic Enter, because you epically enter the backline with the talent. ETC, Cocoon get used. Light Bomb, pushed away, didn't do a whole lot. And the save on Sven. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, what? What? No way! No way! Kira! Look at this! Check it out! Sven gets away. He's like, damn, I'm safe, baby! And then all of a sudden, you can't see because of the live window. Sorry, that's something I can't anticipate with the positioning. But holy shit! That one was cool. That must feel so bad, though, if you are Sonya. If you're Sonya, that feels really, really bad. You make it out, the support saves you, and then that happens. Alright, so now they push the bot lane. They want that bell tower. They want it so bad. They want it so bad. That's not what I said. That's not what I meant. But yeah, they want the bell tower. They want the bell tower, and they're going in for it. But damn, that final strike there. Oh, goosebumps, goosebumps. Double altar is up, and let's go. They try to go for the next camp before it even spawns, and they should get it. They're still a level ahead, but it's even talents again. It's even talents, and it's a 5 versus 5. So here comes Sonya trying to do their thing, and let's see what we get. We got at the bottom of the map, HasuObs already in a position where you can start the channel. The rest of the team is trying to prevent them from counter-channeling the middle, and there we go. Yeah, interrupt is there. Hasu completes it. Channel already done. Shots are being fired. Bam, down to 12 points, and they could end up with single digits if this continues. Right now, there's the play. They come in, they go for backhold. Ooh, the snipe as a right. He gets barely saved by Banana H. Sven, he is still trying to channel. He's going to be interrupted too. HasuObs is just dropping the damage with those right clicks. 45,000 right now. Awesome setup right here. That's the channel. Nintori, the NA player, makes it work. And bam, they are down to the single digits. Single digits on the core. They are absolutely looking fantastic. And they go for Anduin again. Banana H tries to light bomb here. Hasu sieges up. The damage, the holy cow, the mosh pit, it's not enough though. But they try to go for Sven in the backline. The attack against ETC though. Sonya is down, but ETC might fall as well. He slides. Deathside is alive. And Sylvanas makes it out, but everybody on the blue team side is still in play. They didn't get a single kill in this battle. They went deep for it, but they didn't get a kill. And now a Nubarak. No! He's dead. And Noob got wrecked. God, and with that, they are now so far ahead. 1.5 levels. They control that bot lane completely. And they're taking one camp after another. What an impressive performance now in game number 2 from Team Hasu. They're going through Team Mene like hot butter through cheese. And they're doing it in fantastic fashion. Controlled fights, they're saving their heroes. They get some crazy kills in. That Kira kill with the final strike was just absolute bonkers. ETC diving maybe a bit too deep. They can save him. No problem for him. The BFG got thrown out, but level 20 is now ready in just another moment. Level 20 is gonna be there. Uther is riding into battle on his golden cock, as we now have the Storm Talons about to hit. Battle time, right there. Let's go, baby. At the top right, that's the channel. But again, if you... technically, they can win the game here. Even if you get only one channel, the boss would finish it. Boss would finish it easy. There's the redemption. They're trying to make a play for it. Kira with a no sanctuary. 5 shots are already fired. Misha down. Cocoon has been played out. They can't make it work. Started coming again. Go for ETC. Backhold. Final strike. Interrupts. They are fighting for this. They're pushing them back. Bam, bam. One hit after another as Hasu connects the right clicks here. Everybody's low. Camembert dives in with the epic enter. There's the Horrify and the counterplay for Nubaraki. Slow. The bot gets murdered. Absolutely murdered. Sven is low. He's down. The holy cow. It hits again. Moo. And they're dropping everybody with the exception of Gul'dan. They're going through Team Mene once again. Like hot butter through cheese and easy peasy win, 15 kills to 2. Incredible performance by Team Hasu on the second map, and they win the series with a 2-0 and secure the #1 spot in the group.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.